More now on that graduation speech gone viral after a Texas high school valedictorian swaps out her approved remarks to instead condemn her state's new abortion law. Paxton Smith is standing by to talk to us in just a moment, but first, a look at her speech and the reaction.
I have dreams and hopes and ambitions. Every girl graduating today does.
18-year-old Paxton Smith took to the stage Sunday prepared to talk about TV and the media.
And we have spent our entire lives working towards our future.
But the Texas high school graduate tossed out her original speech, instead speaking from the heart, just weeks after her state passed the heartbeat abortion bill.
I am terrified that if my contraceptives fail, I am terrified that if I am raped, then my hopes and aspirations and dreams and efforts for my future will no longer matter.
The heartbeat bill bans abortions when a fetal heartbeat is detected as early as 6 weeks into pregnancy. It allows exceptions if the life of a woman is in danger, but not for rape or incest. Supporters, including Texas Governor Greg Abbott, says the law will save lives.
Our Creator endowed us with the right to life, and yet millions of children lose their right to life every year because of abortion. In Texas, we work to save those lives.
I hope that you can feel how gut-wrenching that is. I hope you can feel how dehumanizing it is to have the autonomy over your own body taken away from you.
Paxton got cheers from some in the audience, and the speech quickly went viral, even prompting a response from former Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton, telling Paxton this took guts, and comedian Sarah Silverman, who tweeted, "Brave." The school district also responding, saying Paxton's speech was not approved, and it will now review protocols before next year's graduation.
And I cannot give up this platform to promote complacency and peace when there is a war on my body and a war on my rights, a war on the rights of your mothers, a war on the rights of your sisters, a war on the rights of your daughters. We cannot stay silent.
Paxton Smith is with us tonight. Paxton, it is so nice to talk to you. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
I'm curious if you were nervous before you gave this speech, and did you think at some point that they would try to stop you?
I wasn't very nervous the day of giving the speech, and I did fully anticipate that they were going to cut the microphone before I got the chance to finish.
But they didn't.
They didn't.
And so you continued. How many times did you practice this speech?
More times than I can count.
At what point did you pivot and decide this is what I'm going to talk about?
I decided about 10 days before I made the speech. I was in the band hall and I was trying to focus on writing an assignment that was due, I think, the next day. And I couldn't focus because I was so upset about the heartbeat bill. And so in that moment, I think I realized that that was something that I should talk about. And I started writing the speech right then.
Is this an issue that you have always been passionate about? And what was it about the heartbeat bill that struck a chord with you?
Yeah, I've always been passionate about reproductive rights. About the heartbeat bill, it's incredibly restrictive. It is one of the most restrictive laws in the nation, and so about abortion. And so because it directly affects me, I was just so upset that I felt the need to speak about it.
You know, I've always been impressed with our younger generations and how they are able to listen to the other side, oftentimes better than we as adults do. I know that you understand clearly that there are two sides to this critical debate. How are you listening to the other side, the Governor Abbotts of the world and the pro-life side, in terms of this bill and other laws like it saving the lives of unborn children?
Well, I haven't actually gotten really any feedback that's against my position right now, but generally I'm very open to a conversation. This is a conversation we need to be having, so it can't be fire and brimstone from one side or the other. It's important to listen to what the other side has to say, even if it doesn't necessarily change your perspective, change your mind, or change the way that you look at the situation.
And I understand you're going to be attending UT Austin in the fall. What will you be studying?
I'm not sure yet. Right now it's between music business and recording technology.
Well, we wish you the best. Before I let you go, after you finished that speech and you heard the applause and the cheers in the audience, what was going through your mind in that moment?
Well, I was thinking to myself, oh my goodness, I just finished my speech. I was really shocked that I got to finish my speech, and I was very excited by the audience reaction of how positive it was.
Well, Paxton Smith, we appreciate your time. Congratulations on your graduation and being valedictorian, and we wish you the best in this next chapter of your life. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
She was able to finish the speech. The microphone was not cut off. She
Good.
was able to graduate. However, the school district has not reached out to her. She has not spoken to them, and it doesn't sound like she plans to. I also chatted with her about the U.S. Supreme Court taking up the Mississippi abortion ban that will happen next fall. And I said, are you planning to continue to use your voice to push this issue forward? And she said, I do plan to. She doesn't yet know how. She's 18 years old,
right.
But I think it's in the back of her mind that this got so much attention that this may be a platform that she'll continue to pursue.
And listen, I don't think there's a more divisive issue in the country than abortion, going back forever how long. But no matter how you feel about it, at least you watched their young lady who was eloquent, passionate, intelligent, and that's who we want our young people to be. No matter where they fall politically, you want them to be informed and then passionate and eloquent like she was in that moment. She used the platform, and you know, we'll see what happens for her next.
And she is able to listen.
Yes.
Right? She said it's about listening.
And she never thought when she wrote that speech she'd be all over the media, right? It's
a lot of
welcome to the real world
there you go. Got our attention.